You'll own nothing and you'll love it. Do you remember when the head of the World Economic Forum made that statement a while ago? He said, you'll own nothing and you'll like it. Now, everybody freaked out back then. And the reason I'm doing this video, I just watched a video on a guy who is, he's called the Broke Millionaire. He's on YouTube. He's very, very, very intelligent, good guy. Anyway, he gave up all his millions and moved to Mexico. Bottom line, he's talking about the fact that they are controlling us by the fact that everything is a subscription. And he's right to a point. But there's a very, very big part of this that he's missing. Now, what does this have to do with Tesla? Well, it has everything to do with Tesla and other things. This is not just about Tesla. I've done many videos, and millions of other people have done videos on robotaxi, on autonomous driving, on this autonomous Model Y and how it drives me around. I love my car. I have ordered a Cybertruck. I'm going to love that car. But let me tell you something. Owning a car is really, really expensive. Shocker, right? You didn't know that. Of course, this is the first time you ever realized that because some idiot on YouTube told you. Well, the good thing is, you may have a choice, and that choice is going to be robotaxi, or cybercab, or some other autonomous service that's coming. Now, let's look at Uber for a quick second. Uber is a pretty incredible service, although it has gotten expensive. Started off really good, it was really cheap, and now it gets more and more and more expensive. Robotaxi, already operating in some cities, is at minimum 50% less than Uber. That's a big deal. Now, as you know, especially if you live in San Francisco or Austin or other cities like that, Los Angeles, everywhere you look, there's a Waymo. And there's also a lot of robotaxis. You just don't see them. They're not as prevalent. Many of them are still unmarked. But if you can, and this doesn't mean everybody. Obviously, if you live in rural areas, this won't apply to you. Not at least in the beginning. We'll get there eventually too. But if you can just summon a car, and it's there in 2 minutes, or a minute, or maybe even less, and it costs you $1, or $2, or $3, wherever it is you need to go. Do the math on that. Do the math. It's cheaper and rapidly becoming more inexpensive to not own a car. Now, my car is paid for. Lucky me. Not everybody can just go out and pay for a car, right? But if you were to finance this car, it would cost you somewhere in the region of $900 a month. Now, because it's a brand new car, it requires extensive insurance. And of course, they rip off Tesla owners because they can. They charge us more money because they created this narrative that they're not safe, that people die in them and they catch fire. We all know that's bullshit. But the reality of the fact, though, is when you insure a Tesla, you're going to pay a premium for that. That's about $2,400 a year to insure a Tesla. Some areas it's $100. I get it. Your area it might be cheaper. Your area it might be more. But the reality is it's extremely, extremely, extremely expensive to own a car. Now, what's the other thing that's very, very important that you have, that you desperately need? A house. We all need a place to live. We all need a roof over our head. Now, I'm originally from Ireland, but I lived in New York for years and years. I was just up there visiting people. A raised ranch in Putnam County, New York now, if you're paying the taxes on it, it's $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a year. Just in taxes. In taxes. Apart from the fact that it's really expensive up there to purchase a home, the taxes are $1,500 a month or $2,000 a month. And then you have maintenance on top of that. And then, by the way, let's get back to the big old elephant in the room. You have insurance on top of that. That's extremely expensive. Now, for a while, rents skyrocketed. They went really, really high. But the way interest rates are now, renting is a lot cheaper. Now, let me give you an idea of what's going on here in South Carolina. Real estate is kind of at a standstill, right? People are still moving here by the droves. A lot of people are still moving from the Northeast. A lot of people are still moving from California because it's cheaper to live here. But guess what? A lot of them, and I'm not going to say all, but a lot of them are choosing to rent because it's now cheaper to rent than it is to buy. And a lot of people say that's going to get flipped over on its head. Interest rates are going to go back down to, 2%, 3%, whatever it is. I'm not sure that's going to happen. We have an enormous deficit in the United States and everywhere in the world. Like, I have family in Ireland who moved to other countries because young people can't buy houses in Ireland. Rents are still high there, but I do believe rents will come down there also. So, I'm subscribed to guys that I follow on YouTube, a couple of bucks a month. I'm subscribed to people on X, couple of dollars a month. Some of them are $1 a month. So it costs me, I don't know, between all the subscriptions I have, it costs me maybe $100 a month. That has great value to me. If I could get rid of my car payments, I don't have car payments, but if you could get rid of your car payments, right? And if you could get rid of the exorbitant cost of maintaining a house, owning a house, would you do it? Please comment down below. Tell me if you think. Don't just jump in there and go, you're an idiot, you make money on a house, you build equity, blah, 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 blah. You build equity, but it takes years and years and years and years and years to build equity. I get that. But imagine if you were paying less in rent than the cost of owning the house, and you were putting that extra money in some investment tool, like stocks or bonds or whatever it is you choose to invest in. There's still the narrative that real estate is a great investment, and it is. I'm not taken away from that. I have rental property that's fully paid for. It's a bank now. I have a property that's $1 million bank. But if I was starting out all over again, I wonder if I would have been better off staying in a cheap little apartment instead of getting involved in the big rat race of, well, I need a bigger house now. And now I got to have a bigger house. Now I have more stuff because I need a bigger house for that. And I need a bigger garage. And you know what? I don't have enough in the garage. Now I got to put a shed on the property. Now I know I'm older. And when you get older, you start to question your needs. Like, what do I need? I don't need much, actually. I need a roof over my head. And I need some food. And that roof doesn't have to be 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 square feet of living space underneath it. What do you do every day? You sleep in a bed. You wake up. You go to the bathroom. You take a shower. You go to your kitchen. Most people don't even use kitchens anymore. And then you get in your car and you leave. There's a cheaper way. I'm just telling you, there's a cheaper way, and I believe it's coming. So, yeah, you'll own nothing, and you might actually like it. Thanks for watching. Please, if you're still here, like, subscribe, share the video, and there are some discounts in the description, links for Tesla and other items. And if you want to support my channel a little more, there are more ways to support the channel. Thanks for watching.